Before I get into this, if you hear little taps around the floor, that's my dog walking around. Alright. What's up, everybody? This is Sino. Today we're going to talk about domestic abuse. And this is kind of hard for me to talk about because of, personal experience. But, my grandmother used to say if something was hard to talk about, it's because you probably shouldn't have had no hand in it. And she's correct. I used to be an abuser. It's embarrassing to talk about because I hated the person I was back then. I don't like that guy. I can give like 1,000 excuses I won't, but if I had to give anything, I would say it's because I was a coward. I tried to make light of it because I was like, oh man, I'm living a shitty life, so I could push that on somebody else. I have no control over myself, so why can't I control someone else? And that's not the way to think. Honestly, nobody owes you anything, and we're not slave drivers. You shouldn't have to control anybody. The reason why I wanted to bring this topic up now is because I have a lady friend. She's in a situation right now, and she just keeps forgiving this guy who doesn't seem like he's ever going to change. And honestly, why should he if you're there? I want women to understand this. You have this, complex like you want to save people, and you can't save anybody. You can't change anybody. Nobody's going to change if they don't want to change. I had to change because I wanted to change. I was seeking help. I went and saw a therapist, and I was talking in, the little group circles and everything, which I hated, but it did its job. I'm gonna speak to the guys for a minute. You may not be a horrible person, but what you're doing is a horrible thing. If you can't tell people what you're doing, it's because you know it's wrong. If you have to watch your mate go and lie to their friends and lie to their family for you, it's because what y'all doing is wrong. It's wrong. And I'm asking you, if you're a real dude, if you really care about this person, maybe she has a big heart and don't want to let you go. Let her go. Let her be happy. Please. You shouldn't have to watch her cry every day. And you shouldn't be the reason that she's crying every day. Just let her go. And with this said, ladies, let him go. Please find the strength within yourself to let him go. And honestly, I'm not saying you're weak. Honestly, it takes a certain type of strength to deal with this. But it's not for you. I get it. You see something in him that nobody else sees. Maybe everybody been putting him down his whole life. I get that. But you're not going to save him. I don't care how much you think you are. You're not going to save him. He's never changed for any other woman, but he'll change for me. He's not going to change for you. Let that man go. Let this be the thing. Let him go. Let him grow. Sometimes it takes for a person to be out of your presence for them to be a better person. Because as long as you're there, he knows that he can't. I wanted to change. I knew what I was doing was wrong, but there was a part of me that was like, I'm never going to, because this person loves me. This person's gonna forgive me. We're gonna go right back to normal. It's never gonna be normal after this. After that, you can't trust him. You're never. That trust is gone. She's never gonna trust you like she used to. She may say she loves you, but the way she once loved you is gone. Could y'all build back up? Y'all can, but it'd be a different type of love. It's not gonna be the same. Can he change? He probably can, but most likely he's not gonna do it with you there. The first time he does it, I get it. People make mistakes. Second time, he slipped. Third time, how many times is he gonna have to put his hands in your face to realize that you deserve better than this? Right now, there's some guy out there who's gonna love you, cherish you, spoil you, but for some odd reason, you don't want him. You want this guy who continuously puts you down, makes you feel less about yourself, makes you question yourself. You have to question him every day about if he still has feelings for you, makes you cry, puts his hands on you, embarrasses you. That's the person that you want. Why? You deserve better. And I'm not judging, because we've all chosen horrible people. Like, I'm not telling you that you have to go for this guy who wants to give you everything, but you should not be with this guy who's giving you nothing. Please hear me again. You do not have to be with this guy who's giving you everything, but you should not be with this guy who's giving you nothing. I'm forever changing. I'm still learning. I still make mistakes, but I'm trying not to be the person that I used to be. I used to be misogynist. I used to be homophobic. Now I'm none of those things. I'm a gamer. So I'm gonna put it like this: life comes with no cheat codes or no walkthroughs. So we're all just trying to live life the best way we can, because once it's over, it's over. There is no second life. So we're all struggling to live life the best way we can. So whenever you see a person living his best life, let him live it without judging him. As long as he's not hurting you or affecting you, stop judging him. Let him live life. We all got it hard enough. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because, I hear like, man, all these gays out here is affecting our children. But it's crazy because we said that same thing about Cardi B. Or these women expressing themselves. It's changing. Who's changing? Who's responsible for affecting our kids? The parents. Like, I don't have any kids, but I know this for sure. Like, we cannot control what is out there. It's going to be out there, and it's going to keep expanding and going to whatever it's going to go. We cannot. You may not agree with it, and maybe it's not up for you to agree with, but just let it be. It's always going to be there. You be the change in your child's life. You like control what comes into their little brains. You know what I'm saying? You're molding it. Something TV, teach your kids. You teach your kids. Because I like to consider myself an ally. An ally for women, an ally for all races, an ally for all genders, for the gay community. I'm an ally. But with that being said, you can be an ally and tell people when they're doing wrong, because I always see it, and honestly, everybody has to take accountability. And I hate it now that people don't want to take accountability. So they get mad when you tell them that they're doing wrong. You can be an ally and tell people they're doing wrong, because every time I I question, I bring up a question like, man, women, why do we do this? Oh my God, you're women bad. You're not a real ally. You can be an ally and still question. I wish my friends would have questioned me when I was doing what I was doing. Misogyny is so deep rooted in our culture that we don't even know when we're doing it. My friends then are not my friends now, but my friends then were hyping me up to do what I was doing. They was high-fiving me and giving me thumbs up. They was leading me to it. They were like, you better get your house in check. You better tell that B word what it is. You know what I'm saying? No. Controlling your house is not the same as controlling people, okay? You can control your house without controlling people in it. Controlling your house means that you control what comes into it, what goes down in it. You can set rules, you can set boundaries, and if people don't abide by that, they gotta go. Get the police involved if you have to, but they gotta go. You cannot be putting your hands on people because we are not slave drivers. We can't control people. It'll help a lot of us from going to jail. You keep your hands to yourself. And I say this not only to me. I know I'm telling women, leave them. But men, there's abusive women out there. Leave. Know your worth. Women, know your worth. Men, know your worth. You don't have to keep accepting this. If somebody is making you feel miserable, leave. And that goes to the abusers too. There's nothing unmanly about walking away. If you feel yourself getting to the point where it's like, I'm about to explode, leave. It doesn't mean you don't love a person because you have to leave. It just means you love yourself more. I'm tired of seeing us hurt each other. I'm tired of us putting our hands on each other. I'm tired of seeing black eyes and You have to give some stupid excuse that you know is stupid. You know, they fell and they hit their head on the table, and then they hit their head on the sink. Come on. Let these people go. They are a cancer in your life. They are, like I say, if this is a game, they're trolling you. They're the trolls that's ruining the game for you. You can't play your best game because of these trolls. Let these trolls go. Get out of this server and reboot and start another server. Get out of this server. I know I keep repeating myself, but I hope this is getting into your head. I'm gonna drill it in there. You know, and this is coming from a person who used to be that type of person. It was 3 women, by the way, because I'm gonna be honest. And I am so glad that all 3 of them have left. They did not deserve what I was putting them through. And there's no excuse I can give for why I did it. No matter what happened, I can't say that they made me do it. I made me do it. I was an adult when it happened. I'm an adult now. I can tell you, they didn't make me do anything. I chose to do those things. I could have chose to walk away. When I felt myself getting in it, I could have chose to walk away. I went from being a victim to making victims. I am no better than the people who are hurting me. And you don't want to be that person. Because you're being hurt, you don't want to hurt other people. Why would you want to? Who is it helping? It's not helping you. Because you know you feel horrible about it. And I hate when people be like, man, I don't care about nobody. Yes, you do. You know who don't care about people? I work at a mental hospital. The only people who do not care about people are sociopaths, are psychos. These are the people who don't have any remorse. These are the people who can kill people and then like kill a person, throw the body in the basement, and then go up and have lunch with their daughter. Mental illness is a real thing. But honestly, it takes a psychopath to be those type of people who don't care about any consequences, don't have any remorse for people's lives. They can easily just take a life. You're not that. So stop saying you don't care, because I care. I care about you. I care about myself. Let's stop hurting each other. I know I've been rambling, but this was important to me. Be safe, stay out of trouble, and keep your damn hands to yourself. Laters.